we have already checked how to connect with the Azure through PowerShell, and how do we select the subscription to work with. We have already talked about that and showed you how to save your credentials as well. As you can see, I still have my, let me close this and open it again. I'll show you my credentials are still stored from the last session that I have recorded. Get AZ VM, it will show me all my VMs. Okay, it is there. See, now we have already talked about the absolute basic connectivity to the Azure. Now it's time to take a step ahead and we'll see the other stuff. For starters, what we have in Azure, we have resources, right? So if you want to see what all resources you have in your Azure subscription, how could you check that? Well, it is very easy. I'll tell you how to check that, the process, and you can check anything with the help of that process. Okay, that is get command. I'll tell you other way also. So get command, and this PowerShell work with noun and verb. Okay, like get is the verb, command is the noun. So what we need verb get, and we need noun. What we want to see, we want to see the resources, Azure resources. So it would be AZ resources. Okay, let's hit enter. It says nothing. So maybe we are doing something wrong. Maybe AZ resource doesn't exist. So what we can do, we can use the asterisks. It's a wild search and PowerShell. See, there we go. So I was doing some kind of mistake. There was the S, okay, because it's get AZ resource. Okay, that's how you can search anything that comes in your mind with the help of wild search and noun and verb. Now the other way is simply type help, and under asterisks you can type AZ resource, and it will give you all the wild search information that it gathers with the reference to AZ resource. We have all that information. Okay. Now the thing is, we are just looking for the what all resources I have in my subscription. So it is get AZ resource. So we can simply type get AZ resource, and tab will fill it up. And once you hit the enter, we have all that information. Okay, good. Now, if you wanna dig it further, you can easily dig it further. For example, if you press the up arrow key, you'll get the latest command that you ran. You can simply type resource, not the ID but the group name. That's what I remember right now. We have that ARG group, and let's say name, let me put it ARG VM. I remember that's the VM I'm working upon. So we get all that relevant information from here. So that is absolutely wide area to go ahead and check the resources, but I'm planning to go step by step. So the very first thing that comes to our mind is the virtual machine. So let's dig the virtual machine first, and then we'll start digging each and every component of the virtual machine. Okay, so for the virtual machine, we already know it's get AZVM. That's the command. And if you hit enter, you'll find all the virtual machine that is there in your subscription. So if you want to check for a particular virtual machine, you just need to give the information of resource group name. I see I'm using the same. It's very easy for me to remember. And then the name of the virtual machine, that is ARGVM. And if I hit the enter here, we have all the information related to this ARGVM. But the thing is that doesn't make sense to us. Okay, so what can we do to get all the information? It's just the properties and all the words around doesn't make any sense to us. So what can we do? We can see here at the left hand side, let me minimize it a bit. Okay, all right. On the left hand side, we have diagnostic profile, hardware profile, which says VM size. So we can get the VM size from this hardware profile property if we dig it further. From network profile, we can get the information of network interfaces. From storage profile, we can get the information of OS disk and data disk. But how can we achieve that? So for that, we need to go and pipe this information to get some particular property. For example, let me put it hardware profile. Okay, so in hardware profile we can see we have a lot many information here. It says something management, compute, models, hardware profile. We're not getting exactly what it is, so we need to expand this property. So what I'll do, I'll expand this property and now I'll do hardware profile. See, now it says VM size. Now it is giving me the VM size. So that's how you can expand the property and you can get the relevant information. Okay, now there is another way we can get the same information. Just erase this part. Okay, it got hanged now. No, come on. Sometimes it acts really funny. Oh my god. Okay, no problem. I'll do it again. What's the problem with this thing? It's in hung state. Come on. I think I need to wait a bit. It got hung. Okay, it didn't work. I waited for 1 minute, so I closed it and I opened it again. So where were we? We were just trying to find the same information with the help of a different approach. Okay, and that thing is inside the bracket and the dot formation. I just forgot what we call it, but we have seen that somewhere, but once I show you it would make sense to you. So it was get azvm, then we need to provide the resource group name. Okay, it was arg, then I need to provide the name, that is argvm. Okay, now we can get the information from here. Put the dot and you would have all that properties. If you tab, you get all that information. Okay, but here we were looking for hardware profile, not the disk, so that we can easily relate hardware profile. If I'm writing it correct, hardware profile, enter. Okay, we got the VM size right here. You see, we can get that information from here as well, or we can use the expand property. All right, cool. Now we had different properties as well. Let me go and check those properties again. And you can get that information with the help of get member. Get member will give you all the properties that the output of this command gives you right here. Get member. GM stands for get member. We have the hardware profile here. We have instance view. These all are the properties that you can look for. OS profile. Let's go ahead and try one by one. Only few, not all. You can try by yourself. It would make more sense and that would help you to practice. Let's put OS profile and see what is there. OS profile. It is nothing, maybe it carries nothing. Let's try something else. Provisioning state. Let's do the provisioning state. tab works. Wow, succeeded. So it works. Okay, let's go to storage profile. Wow. In storage profile, we have image reference, we have OS disk, we have data disk. Now, if I need to check one more field, one more depth, let's go to data disk. I put one more dot here and do data disks, and it will give me the information of data disk. You see it's attached. Name is disk01. It's 32 GB. Similarly, if we want to check OS disk, we can do OS disk, and we'll get that information regarding the OS disk. Similarly, if you want to see what is the operating system, we will get that information with the help of image reference. Well, I'm not getting anything. Doesn't mean I don't have operating system here. You can see I'm on the same machine right now. I'll delete it once I'm done with this. We have the operating system here, right? You can see. But why it is not showing you? You can see 2016 data center, right? That's the VM. Okay. So why it is not showing us? Okay. Let me try one more thing. Maybe I'm missing something. That is a VM. Let me put this thing, another VM that I have, and this would help us to figure it out, whether I'm doing some kind of mistake or I'm just playing around to create an issue and fix it, just for you guys. So this is the VM. I'm putting it here. Okay. Now I need to change the resource group of this VM as well. This is the resource group, and I need to put the resource group here. Okay, if I hit enter now, I got the information of image. Windows 10. Okay, wonderful. Now let me try one more thing, if that works. No, the only reason it is not working for ARGVM is because it is not created from the image. This thing is created from the disk. Okay, I'll show you at the end, but that's not the doesn't matter. What matters is that's how you can get the relevant information. For image reference, you can see Windows 10 it is, and that's the SKU, and that's the latest version. That's how you can get the information of those VM. And if you want to see the other information, we can again do get AZVM resource group name. Let's put ARG again. It's easy to remember than ARZVM. Okay, if I hit enter, we have all that information. If you need more information, you can get member, get all that information. We covered that part, and we covered OS profile, network profile, and those things. So I think that's all about it, and there's so many properties to go through. You know how to put the expand property, you know how to use the dots, and that's how you can get more information about your VM. Well, I think that's all about it, and let's meet in another video. Well, thank you for watching. You have a good day. Bye bye.